Now, the war in West Asia is showing no signs of slowing down. In the last 24 hours, there have been missile interceptions, there have been drone attacks and explosions that have been reported from several locations. The Iranian missiles and drones have been launched towards different nations that host these American military bases, which is what has been predominantly hit. The Israeli military claims that its air force managed to carry out a large wave of strikes inside of Iran. The IDF continues with its attacks in Roar of the Harrier. It claims to have carried out approximately 7,600 attacks so far. Now, according to the IDF, these include more than 2,000 strikes targeting headquarters and assets of the Iranian government, and about 4,700 bombings that were aimed at Iran's missile program. Meanwhile, the Iranian military has said that it has destroyed at least about 111 drones that were found loitering in its airspace since the beginning of this conflict. And now the ripple effects of this war are spreading across neighboring nations. In Turkey, the residents near Incirlik airbase in the Adana province reported hearing a loud explosion and seeing a projectile in the sky. The base, which houses the US and NATO personnel, was shaken as the video released showed some smoke rising from the area. The development follows earlier missile interceptions in the area. In Iraq, a military base jointly used by the French troops and the Kurdish Peshmerga was apparently hit in a reported drone strike in the Erbil province. The attack killed one French officer and has wounded several other French soldiers. The fire and smoke were also visible in the night, which was later confirmed by satellite imagery. The French President Emmanuel Macron confirmed the soldier's death. In another attack, a drone strike in northern Iraq has killed 2 members of an Iranian Kurdish armed opposition group. The strike took place in the Basikha Mountains in the Kurdish-controlled territory between Mosul and the autonomous Kurdistan region. In Dubai, the authorities said that debris from an intercepted projectile caused minor damage to a building facade. The damage occurred near the Dubai International Financial Center, one of the city's main business districts. Images showed smoke drifting across parts of the skyline after the interception. In Saudi Arabia, the defense ministry said that its forces managed to intercept dozens of drones, including one that targeted the diplomatic quarter in the capital. The authorities in Oman also reported casualties linked to the conflict. State media has said that 2 people were killed after drone debris fell in a populated area. Now, the American and the Israeli war on Iran is about to enter into its 3rd week, and there is no end in sight to what is unfolding at this moment. Now, to understand the international ramifications of this war begun by Donald Trump and Netanyahu, we earlier spoke with Dr. Volker Stanzel. He's a former German ambassador to China and a senior distinguished fellow at the German Institute for International and Security Affairs. Listening to what he had to say.
Yes, what is happening in the mind of Donald Trump? I must say that we are all trained to accept what the President of the United States is saying as valid news, as something that will happen or will not happen. In the case of Donald Trump, he has said so many things that never really became reality. He has not said things that then happened, like attacking Iran out of the blue. Texas has no other way but to try to explain later on why there are divergences between what the president has announced and what then in reality happened. So I think from the quotes we just heard, we have no realistic indication of what the United States Armed Forces are going to do, whether they're already planning something or whether they're just waiting for the president to give an order, or if nothing is going to happen because Iran, in fact, might surrender or might not surrender. So we're in a world of vagueness, in a world of lack of knowledge, and in a world where even the United States president is not someone to be relied on if you want to know what is going to happen. You ask me for a prediction. That's a great compliment. Thank you. We can only speculate. And if I am permitted to speculate, I'd say that Trump at one point will announce that the war has been won. When resistance both in Iran, from Iran, in the region, from the allies of the United States, the UAE and Saudi Arabia, becomes too strong, and mainly, of course, once the resistance of the American people and even the Republican Party becomes too strong, he will simply declare, I won the war. And Hexas, of course, will go ahead and celebrate the president. I think that is the most probable course things are going to take.